Tonight's going to be a short one, guys, but we're going to have some fun. It's only 10 minutes, but make sure you stay for the end. So you guys, tonight we're going to do the Real Housewives of Orange County recap intermingled with gossip instead of like the gossip in the front and the recap in the back, because this gossip lends itself more to that tonight. So the first thing I want to start off with is that we kind of open up and we're still in Amsterdam, and Heather Dubrow and Gina Kirschenheiter decide to take shrooms and get high because they're going to this tulip area where you can see tulips. And it's beautiful, and the women are being really silly, and they're all still like kind of hungover from the night before, and you know, the usual silly antics they do. Anyway, the chit chat in the group is basically Heather is criticizing Jen for not just saying she's going to Alexis Bellino's wedding, which of course the fans find super hypocritical because Heather Dubrow didn't stand up to Shannon Bedore and go to Alexis Bellino's wedding after she sort of said she was going to. She then backtracked and said she couldn't go because of issues with her daughter going to college. And well, let me show you. Earlier this week on Reality with the King, Alexis reacted to Heather Dubrow's explanation for why she skipped Alexis's wedding. Heather stated that she was at a parents' weekend during the wedding, and she said the invite was complicated due to her friendship with Shannon. Now, she didn't really say that before this. She told Alexis that she had something with her daughter that conflicted with it. So now this complicated due to her friendship with Shannon came out later. And it sort of makes her a hypocrite, right? Why didn't she say to Shannon, hey, Shannon, Alexis is my friend and I should go to her wedding anyway, right? She didn't. She kind of backed down to protect her relationship with Shannon because she obviously made it clear in this week's episode and last week that she wasn't going to be forgiving with her friends that stayed friends with Alexis or went to the wedding with John Jansen. You can't totally blame Shannon Bedore. It's, an awful situation. But to be fair, Heather Dubrow is quite the hypocrite to Jennifer Padroni in this one. Anyway, Alexis responded, I'm a little perplexed. And she said, I haven't texted her or reached out yet, but it's funny because I don't understand it because we've gone to dinner with Heather and her husband, Terry Dubrow, several times. And I guess maybe it's a work friendship, but I didn't think it was. I thought we had a deeper friendship than that, but it's kind of an awkward answer she gave. So then Emily screams at Gina because Gina's saying to Shannon that, Jennifer didn't even want the bridal shower she threw for her, and she stood up for her so much last season, and then Shannon didn't even think to do the party for Gina and instead picks Jennifer, who has very little tie to her. And obviously everybody at the table thinks that there's been an alliance created between Jennifer and Shannon so that she won't, roll and become friends with Tamra. And this is what this is really about. And so Gina's pretending that she was upset that there wasn't a party done for her, but it's really to kind of call out this other agenda. But what really struck me in the scene wasn't so much all that stuff. It was that Emily, when Gina got annoying, was so rude to her and screamed at her, and Gina backed right down. But I thought, what a horrible friend. This is your good friend talking to you like that? I mean, even though you're high and annoying, what kind of bullshit is that? As the season goes on, Shannon is really disheveled and she's got food on her clothes and she's got this thing on her foot that keeps coming up, this blister, and she's just nasty. I don't know. I'm not sorry guys, I'm not feeling it. But anyway, the women are in this hot tub and they drive it like a boat down, the canal. It's really wild, I guess. And Emily's going to try to bring Gretchen and Tamra back together again. Yeah, right. Andy Cohen officially wrapped filming on The Real Housewives of Orange County Season 19 reunion on Thursday, October 9th. And he took to social media the day of the reunion where he gave behind-the-scenes look at the filming and the exciting times after the day wrapped. If this is all that he posted, we've got problems with the reunion. Just saying, oh my gosh. Could these be more boring? Anyway, there he is with his cards he's reading from. And that's a wrap. Real Housewives of Orange County, Season 19. Wow. And we get to see his outfit, the pink outfit. And then that's him going out for a drink with his friend that used to run the Palm for 35 years before he retired. Okay. So the Jennifer Padroni, Shannon Bedore thing ends in almost a truce, like, in the way that it goes down. And then we jump to Emily, and she's with Gretchen and Tamra is just not really receptive to listening to Gretchen apologize because, to be fair, Gretchen was like, run, bitch, and was really aggressive to Tamra, and Gretchen feels like the only way to deal with Tamra is to be aggressive. And Tamra is like, if you're going to come for me aggressive, then I'm going to be aggressive back. So they're never getting out of this loop. It's like an endless loop. And Emily tries to explain this, but instead of being impartial, she sort of sides with Tamra. And she asked Gretchen to be the one to like take it on the chin. And Gretchen was like, she's a flip-flopper, because when we've talked, she's been supportive to me. And then we get in front of Tamra, and now she's kissing Tamra's ass. But again, remember, Tamra's her boss on the podcast, where she makes probably decent money. So the women find out on this trip that Jennifer Padroni has a judgment against her for 6 figures to do with back rent, to do with her yoga studio. And obviously it still hasn't been paid because now it's gone to judgment. And the women are wondering why she hasn't used this time with Ryan Boyajian to get a job or go to school or get him off her Instagram, where he constantly is, so that she could start to make money herself on her Instagram and he doesn't try to take ownership over it later if, God forbid, they break up. So that's where the women are coming from now. So the women go to like a food court in Amsterdam, and Gretchen doesn't want to go. She's been crying all day since the boat ride. No one really gets why. She's like, I don't know why I'm so emotional. Tamra thinks she's faking it. Everybody else thinks it's real. And they're saying she's being retrospective and that maybe she is trying to kind of really move things forward with Tamra, but it doesn't appear to be the case. It appears that she's so hurt by the things that Tamra did that she can't get over it. And so she's just crying a lot about it, and all the stress, I guess, from being on the show and being tired and everything has really gotten to her. So she ends up going to dinner. Tamra is there and she's like, you keep bringing this up. You keep making it a problem. I'm over it. You're the one who attacked me, even though you said it was self-defense. Like, because I met with Katie Janela and whatever else happened on that evening of Emily's charity event. And Gretchen is just like boo-hooing in the corner. It to me is fake. But anyway, I'm just saying. So as you guys found out, I was correct. And tonight, they announced at the end of the episode that Gretchen was liking and commenting on, posts saying that she doesn't believe in LGBTQ. And I think in one, she even alluded to the fact that she thought that if you were, gay, it leads to pedophilia. I mean, it's really like dark stuff. And also liked anti-LGBTQ things. And as you saw, I called it exact. Heather Dubrow was going to freak out. It was just, that gossip was so perfect, wasn't it? But anyway, so here is the follow-up. Gretchen, of course, is going to say it's all a lie and that she's working with a private investigator to find out who's behind these posts because they were allegedly fraudulent or doctored. I did notice that the account that was posting them has suddenly gone bye-bye. And I was talking to them before they went bye-bye, interestingly enough. But that's for another video in the future. Okay, so what do you guys think about this? Do you think Gretchen was really doing this based on her ultra, Christian biblical views? Or do you think, Tamra's behind this and it's been a setup to take her down once and for all? This actually broke a few weeks ago early, which was unusual. I don't think Bravo wanted it to break so early, but I think someone on the cast did. And Gretchen then had to give away some of the plot of what's coming up because obviously she couldn't just have those allegations out there. So then she fought back, as you can see from this article that I'm showing you here, The Sun US. All right, but more to come because there's been some trickery here for sure. Can't wait to read your comments. We'll talk soon.